Is it capitalism that's the problem with Canada and the United States? Yeah. I think we got into television, the media is the message, and we never focused on positives. Our TV broadcasts were all violence, crime, everything. And then our social media became an influence and hatred. I went back to 1954 by Napoleon Hill. This was good capitalism. This was working for integrity, and it was not the privilege. Everybody just wants to win money and not. What was his motives? What did he teach? Napoleon Hill. He taught these principles of American economy. And I want you to listen to this. You go beyond the measure to do what you want in life and make money honestly. You treat people with respect. Dale Carnegie, he treated all his employees well. People worked for him because they wanted to. We've got a society of meanness now because I think that we're all polluted by bad media since the I grew up with television and it got so toxic. You go on and look at Twitter now; it's so angry. All these platforms are very angry. I think Facebook's starting to twin down, but I scroll through it and I see fights in aircraft and stuff. It's just, and now I see Pierre Paulette, and he's going to ruin Canada. Everything he's been saying is lies. The trucker strike is a lie. What are you striking for? You're striking to take over Canada. Now, when you follow Jordan Peterson, he's not those men that would tell you how to live life in a godly way. He's teaching you to be mean. He's teaching let the kids cry. He's just as bad as Spock, Dr. Spock, a behavioralist idiot. I'll call him out. He's no good to listen to. He's just that's psychology. A lot of psychologists are being questioned. Because the whole model of mental health is being terrible. Drugs pushing and no cure. It's we're finding new findings, but it's Dr. Gabo Mate and other researchers. The normal. There's no normal. And why would we listen to anger, women repression? I'll tell you why. I can correspond it with the end of growth. The end of growth has got a attack against women's rights, right? Because they're losing their power. The old order of this rueful type of capitalism that is not healthy. Capitalism was never about hurting each other, not about dog eat dog. That got dispelled. I see where it came in. Reading Dr. Kelly from Texas, talking about self compassion, not self esteem. And they got us very egoic. You call me ego, maybe. I'm going to listen. I try not to be. I try to be humble. But, but we're not else or what you believe in, but you're a human being. A man is a human being, not a human meaning culture. She came out and she said we have to make meaning out of everything. There's absolutely no form that's constant in the universe. Look at how we've gone away from teachings of we got a Sadhu guru. He's not talking about Hinduism and the Sadhu, the Bhagavad Gita and the Heart Sutras. He's a new prophet. He's intellectual up here, but he's not a prophet. What's a prophet is down to another guru. That's not the way to follow and learn anything. To learn something spiritually is to take a go within and learn to be you. And everybody's going around saying, I feel controlled. Well, of course you are. You're all buying into leaders that aren't leaders, just influencers. A tool, an dreadful against women's rights. Just let them be. I tried to block him. He keeps on popping in. Anna Rubinstein to get him up. And I don't even want to call him not well. Because I started studying Dale Carnegie. I started studying Napoleon Hill. I started studying good, good life coaches and business people. So life coaching is a psychology blended with sociology, blended with values like God was Dale Carnegie. Um, it's all gone. The God end of business. It's about me. It's not about that. I've never seen a businessman with that attitude make money. And you have to accept everything. You're in business. You might not like who you sell to. Then you got problems. You know, everybody has a right to be. You're out there to sell products and sell goods, right? How can you sell goods if you got signs up, we don't want you here, we don't want Muslims, we don't want Hindus, we don't want transgenders? These are stories. I had those stories programmed into me, and that's how they get in there. They're programmed. You do a bit of psychological release, and I let go of it. Because it's not good to hate people. It's not good to point out they're wrong and you're right. It's better to accept and let them be. There's it's such an argument, right and wrong and wrong and right. And it's like pro life, pro choice. That's a big argument, and that's an opinion. Pro life. It's an opinion. Guys, I have a problem with right wing extremism. Keep women poor. If you could change that, maybe. But you've gotten into a sort of an elitist here. I call oil empire elites. Trudeau's just a teacher. They're the elite. They're the ones that experience BlackRock and all those big companies. Biden's um, Senate asked the oil elite, "Are you causing climate change?" All four of them on the screen. Yes, we are. Yes. Oh, I've said the buts. Yes or no. And they all answered. But here, we're still believing in this. Stephen Harper, worst prime minister in Canada, but he'll be worse. Pierre Paul will be worse. He's lying all the time. You know, how do you know? Well, I traveled to Canada and know what he's talking about. Lies, stories. You know, and that's how they're doing it. They're spinning stories. And okay, I put my ears on. And I've, just in case he gets in, which he might, I've been on unrenouncing citizenship. After 68 years of as an environmentalist, and I don't like being called names. Activist? Well, it seems like he says activism's wrong. No, having a grounding that you know the planet's being destroyed by his lies. And activism's not wrong. It's not activism, it's a stand of grounders. I don't take Paxil, Jordan. I don't take any drugs. And I'm not angry. But I pray God has mercy on your soul for leading people straight. But God doesn't punish. And that's not right. God doesn't punish you. You're getting enough rope, you'll hang yourself the way you talk. Same with Pierre. Eventually he'll hang himself. But I pray nuclear war doesn't come to Canada. When you attack the Chinese, you're watching it. They're big country. Hillary, we're at $1.1 trillion debt. But what do? We listen to them and we start, at Truckers Tomboys, and start working together and build. Alberta's splitting from Canada. Under, it's all what they say, it's all social media influence. Plus, we won that election. Danielle Smith. She won that election by this stuff. Canada will fall. I guarantee that. If you keep on getting away from democracy. listen to the lies. Trudeau's a dictator because he made us use vaccines. The provinces decided that. You know, it's all lies. It's so easy to say. I got told by the trucker convoy I'm actually going to nursing home. Oh, maybe you will be in there. Because I really don't give a damn. I'm giving up Canadian citizenship because Zuckerberg had a responsibility and all the social media. But you can't do it. Yeah, we haven't got a bill. We haven't got the C11. Now the C11 might be a start, but it's so weak. The damage is done. So Canada's on a collision course to poverty. I read an article. If we put trade off with China, we're poor. And we're going that way anyways. The world governments are knowing that we are going to poverty. We're going to the great, not recession. Recessions come and go, aren't they? This is just a tsunami ready to hit, but they warned. It's going to topple over to the Great Depression. But I'm looking at Australia. They're making gold legal tender, gold or silver or any, and foreign zone currency will survive this and make it tender. You can buy things with it. To setbacks. I never lived on credit in the 60s and 70s.